Every part of your day has choices that drastically reduce brain power, and it took me years to learn how to completely avoid them. Let's get straight to the point. Picture this. You are lying in bed. You just had a really productive day, so you feel good about yourself. It's almost time for bed, and you just spent 6 hours studying. So now that there's nothing to do, is it okay to use your phone before bed? Let's observe what happens. You find a comfortable position and begin the doom scroll. A few memes come up that make you laugh and stare. You see a really cool edit. The McDonald's CEO hates his own food.
Subscribe if you're watching beyond 11:59 p.m.
Oh yeah, how late is it, right? Wait, what? Bro, I swear I was just scrolling for 20 minutes. You just ruined the next day's productivity before the day even starts. But wait, maybe it's still fine and we are just over-exaggerating. Let's go to bed before it's too late. Some people underestimate the effects of intense stimuli before bed. And this is something I used to do too. Now this matters a lot because sleeping is when your brain manages memories and regulates emotions. Low quality sleep is just as bad as less sleep. It's probably why you feel demotivated, tired, or confused when you wake up. Let's see what happens the next day. You wake up and log onto your computer so you can study before going to your job. You sit down and start working on your essay, but you feel less creative. It's harder to think and you forget a lot of the work from yesterday. On top of that, the poor sleep quality is giving you that sluggish feeling that makes it harder to move. So how do you fix this? You've probably told yourself that you will stop this bad habit and went straight to the same thing. First of all, ask yourself this question. Is it easier to scroll on your phone or lay in bed? For example, if your phone is right beside you, of course you're gonna go on it because you've been on it so many times that you don't even have to think about it. It's so intuitional that you just grab it and turn it on. And now this is actually a really easy fix, especially compared to some of the later things I'm gonna be talking about in this video. One thing you can do is turn it to grayscale mode. This basically makes it less entertaining to use, if that makes sense, if there's no color. But something that has a way higher effect is to just put it out of reach. Especially if you have an alarm set on the phone, it'll even be easier to wake up early because you have to walk up to go to the alarm. And if it's out of reach, you're not going to want to grab it when you're comfortable in bed. But not everything is caused by poor sleep. In the morning, while studying math, you have 5 tabs open. Now you don't really care about this since you're currently busy, but while you're working, things occasionally get difficult. You struggle preparing for your test. Your memory keeps slipping, which annoys you so much. Suddenly binge watching YouTube doesn't sound so bad. Here, I'll just watch a video for 5 minutes and get back to work. Now this seems innocent, but you guys watch this happen in bed, so you know this will go wrong. This is a bad habit. Multiple videos grab your attention. You save them to watch later and click one. You know what, this video is underrated, it deserves 10 more minutes of time. But things go downhill. A new Mr. Beast video. Wait, let me check if my friends messaged me. I should change my profile. Yo, I have to send this meme to my friends. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get a snack real quick. Wait, what? It's 1 p.m. My job starts in 30 minutes and I still feel like crap. Not only that, but almost no work got done. Almost everyone has had a moment like this. They want to do one task, but get sidetracked by dozens of dopamine hits. And this isn't as easy to solve as the phone problem. So how do you stop letting multitasking change focus to the wrong thing? Let's restart and do this correctly. Productivity begins before you start working. It's called a schedule, but not the kind you're used to. Here's something you can do right now. For the people watching this video, I want you to think for a second about the work you want to get done. Really ask yourself questions until it becomes clear what you have to do. Because it makes sense. The simpler the work is, the more you can do. Like if you know exactly what you want to get done, there won't be much friction in trying to do it. The work is only confusing and difficult when you don't know what the work is. Like if you want to pass a test, for example, instead of just thinking, oh, I need to study for 2 hours, try to think of the exact topics you need to study, and next time you do study, it'll be so much easier. Now preferably you can do this at nighttime. Like right before bed you can plan exactly what you need to do the next day. Focus on the important tasks. For example, tomorrow I need to rewrite the first 3 paragraphs of my essay. I have to simplify the wording for readers. I kind of want to doom scroll, but my phone is too far away and I'm already comfortable. This should take 3 hours. The next morning, you log on and go to Google Docs. You realize that there's a few things you could learn that could spice up your essay. So you might as well watch a quick tutorial, then go back to work. You search and find a video that solves the exact problem you're facing. It feels pretty immersive, like you were learning a lot. I think we finally became productive. Not really. Watch what happens next. Another tutorial on writing speed. I guess I do write kinda slowly. Well, I never knew these tricks were that important. How to get ahead of 99% of people. Well, I mean, it is educational, so technically it's not procrastinating, and there is a lot I need to learn. Now this feels productive right now, but none of the knowledge sticks. So you watch another tutorial, and another, and another, and another. Suddenly, you spend your time stressing about what tutorial you watch instead of actually doing the work. A lot of people assume that it's fine to watch a couple tutorials because technically it is learning. But this is a bad habit. And while yes, technically it is learning, you will forget almost everything you watch if you don't actually do the work. If you're watching a video on how to grow a business instead of actually growing your business, none of the knowledge is going to stick and you're just going to forget it. For example, your essay that you're writing still has a lot of wrong information. Each paragraph is disconnected and unclear. The words are too complicated and awkward to read. None of those tutorials really helped. So you need a new strategy. You log onto your computer and write a quick list of all the problems that need solving. And instead of watching every tutorial that comes your way, you select 3 short and simple ones that help you with the work you are doing today. Not how to become smarter than everyone else or how to get ahead of 99% of people, but a tutorial for the work you are actively doing. And suddenly, this works really well. Now, I'd be lying if I said this made it easier. Like, the work is still hard, but you do have a few notes on what to change. You edit the information, make it clear, and connect every paragraph, and more. You have to leave for work in 10 minutes. But this time, you feel good about yourself. A few days pass doing the same thing, studying and writing for 8+ hours a day. But this starts to drain you. You open up Google Docs and the writing feels significantly more familiar. You feel unconfident, almost as if you can't think of anything original. You fear you're not good and it will just be made fun of. What makes it worth reading? What makes you different from others? Or what if your grades get worse because of this? Here's what you're missing. Have you ever sat down on your couch and out of nowhere got a really good idea? You rush to your PC, type as fast as you can to get that idea out. That's not random. The thing is, we are so caught up in work and optimizing our day that we forget the actual most important thing. Being bored. And we can even analyze what happens when boredom kicks in. You sit down drinking your morning coffee. You have no work to do, so you decide to relax and watch TV. Wait, why isn't the TV working? What the heck? So yeah, it's broken. But the broken TV actually results in you getting bored. You don't expect anything to happen while sitting on your couch, but suddenly, you start imagining writing an essay in your mind. Now it feels really cool because you were struggling on writing this, so you actually get free ideas just by sitting there and doing nothing. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you come up with a solution to a problem you've been struggling with in your writing. Now you get a huge burst of motivation, you log onto your PC and instantly rewrite the entire essay. Or not the entire thing, just parts of it. Now, when your brain has nothing to do, it will find a way to entertain itself. Like your brain hates being bored. Now, some people get rid of everything but the work, so the work is the funnest thing to do. But you can also just sit down and use your imagination instead. What boredom does is it frees up all of your cognitive energy, and you can allocate it to one thing. So is this the missing piece of the puzzle? So now that you have everything you need for productivity and studying and getting stuff done, is there anything left? I mean, output should skyrocket at this point. We've done everything in the video. And things do go well, but it's not the way you think. Here's the thing. Eventually you start waking up stressed. All you can think about while brushing your teeth in the morning is finishing studying this in time, or finishing your morning routine habits. Even on breaks, you obsess about what you eat. One bad choice hits you like a brick. Final bad habit. You just hit the hyper optimization trap. Now, it's really easy to assume that you should have the perfect diet or make sure every minute has maximum output. But think about it for a second. Do you really think eating the same food as Albert Einstein is going to make you as smart as Albert Einstein? Do you think having the same morning routine as Mozart will morph you into a genius composer? Instead of a 30+ task morning routine, why don't you just get up and do what's important? In fact, for the viewers watching this video, before bed, I want you to get a list of the 3 most important things you want to achieve tomorrow morning. And if a morning routine habit or anything else doesn't help you get closer to that, or it doesn't benefit anything else that's important, why have it? The simpler your environment is, the easier it'll be to use instead of procrastinate. Because again, procrastination comes from confusion. This is actually kind of the same topic we were talking about earlier in the video. And yeah, that's it. Just do this and use your imagination.